Most of our shipping supplies can be purchased here. For high profile units, they can be shipped in a 18 by 16 by 16 box, which can be purchased at Home Depot, and the low profile units can be purchased also there. It's a 16 by 12 by 12 heavy duty box available at Home Depot. Handy packs are available for packaging at Home Depot in Canada. They're 1.5 inch thick by 14.5 by 48, and it looks like you get 4 pieces, which should be enough for a high profile or a low profile. And if your store does not have this, they have a smaller one available, 14.5 by 48 by 3/4 inch, that it's possible to use for packaging. If your Home Depot does not carry the handy packs, you can use a 4 by 8 sheet by 1.5 inch to do your packing. It's a little more than what you need, and the handy packs are much easier to carry. Okay, here we are. We have a 18 by 18 by 16 inch box from Home Depot. We put styrofoam on the bottom of it, so 18 by 18 is that size. At that point, the next item on the agenda is an 8 inch by 16 inch piece, okay, which needs to go just like this. Okay, failure to make this piece usually results in these tabs here breaking off on either side. I have welded I don't know how many. They come in and they're usually broken, and it's so much easier to buy a piece of styrofoam. So we'd really appreciate it if you could pack it this way. Okay, 8 inches by 16 inches, and you just need to notch out these sides here and push it in. A little bit short on top, so it goes underneath the lip here. If you ship it like this, it won't break. And you'll need a small piece to fit in there. Okay, it's about 8 inches and a 1/4 inch notch, or whatever you have to do to jam something in there. Okay, so the unit gets placed just like that, with this part here down in the box. Okay, these pieces of styrofoam, they also come, they're in the, I guess, the insulation department of Home Depot, and there's 16 by 4 feet by 1.5 inches. That's what we're going to use next to pack the box, inside of the box. So if you put an 18 by 18 layer on the bottom, whatever way you can, the handy packs, as they're called, will fit without cutting them. Just need to cut the end, that's all. Alrighty, so we have, I don't know if you can see them here, 3 pieces over here, 2 here, full length of the box. Okay. Okay, next we're going to need 2 pieces with a notch, 4 inch by 4 inch. Okay, so we're going to press it down inside so it'll miss the ears, like that. One on this side, one on that side, and one on this side, just to go around the ears, but keep it tight. Okay, normally we're going to include a 34-820 or a 34-810. The 820 is for 1977 and under, and I believe the 810 is for 78 and up. It has the O-rings in the gasket for the ears that go over the end for all intended purposes. These O-rings, there's two of them, and they go inside to make sure the water doesn't leak. And you should, when you're putting the sides on, they only line up one way, in case you don't know. There's that large hole you see right there is offset a ½ inch, so you can put them upside down. So watch it when you're putting these gaskets in and the ears back on the outdrive, okay? Because where the split bearing is, okay, these are a ½ inch offset, so you can put them on upside down. Okay. And another thing is on the bolts that hold these on the 1/4-20 bolts on the sides, you don't need that much pressure to hold them on. If you're receiving items for us, have a look for them. They're going to be underneath the unit. Don't just grab the unit and throw the box away, because you're going to be require these parts. This large O-ring that everyone keeps asking me what it's for, it goes on the cap that fits in at the top of the unit. It's nice if you can change the one that's on your cap. Okay, so the very top cap, the one with the dipstick on it, that's the O-ring that you change up and you put grease on it. And in this case, I'm just including a couple of seals for the lower at the customer's request, and some bolts for the cap, which I'm shipping to him from another location, and some odds and ends and parts. I'm not sure if he has them or will need them, so I'm just going to include them. We're rebuilding his upper and lower. But needless to say, any extra parts or returning parts that you gave us, they'll be underneath in the packaging from us. Okay, and we put a 1-inch piece in here on the side of the box, and an 1.5 inches on this side to fill it up. And then we're just going to cut pieces all the way across here to fill the top. That's it. Okay, so we put a piece at the end, and then we're going to drop off 4 units in. Okay, so it's all finished. I usually just cut this back. Is the reason I have to cut it here. Makes it easier packing. Okay, then you're gonna just fold it up. Something to note, if you have a seam on the box, FedEx requires that you tape all of the seams with tape. So that would include this. So all the seams have to be covered on the corners. If you don't do it, there's actually an added charge. So I'm not sure about UPS. If you have an account with FedEx, they usually don't say anything, but if you take it into a FedEx store, I guess they have these requirements in case they have trouble with the product. So just pack up the seams and you're ready to go. Tape it up, pack up the seams. Okay, this is our final box with the all the seams taped. Okay, stickers on it, which no one reads anyway. They're available at the FedEx packing store. No idea what they charge. We buy them by the roll. off of a company called Uline. And we have a tendency to use the filament tape. Okay, so that's the company Uline. Can even get their phone number here for you. There you go. And they sell custom boxes as well. But unfortunately, you usually have to order too many. But I'm sure that filament tape is also available at the FedEx and UPS stores. Thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll receive your item undamaged for repair. Thanks a lot. Okay, you're looking at approximately 45 pounds, all packed up, ready to go. If all you're sending us is the high profile upper gear case for repair and no other parts. It's about 45 pounds. And once again, the box size, okay, you're going to need to tell them that it's going to be 18 by 18 by 16 if the driver's coming to pick it up. Okay, and 45 pounds roughly. Thanks for watching. One final note, if you are shipping from the US or abroad, and it's a broken unit you're sending in, you should value it for not much more than $300. FedEx and UPS very seldom lose anything. And it's very important that you put on the paperwork that it's for repair only, returning to the USA or returning to whichever country you're shipping it to us from. And that way there is no tax on it, tariff tax, and that way you only pay the repair section of the item when it's going back. Thank you.